Hi and welcome back. This is Kathleen and this is How To with Melissa's Magical Creations. Today I am going to be talking about how to make your own hair oil. Now this is a basic hair oil that I make for some of my customers. Now I do make one big base and I use that and if one of my clients has a certain hair condition or wants a certain effect or, certain things done for their hair, then what I do is add to theirs. But what you're going to need is a container. Now you can use, if you're not going to make as much as I'm making, this is actually a small batch for me, but I like to do it in small batches, because I will have in 1 week maybe 5 people say they want hair oil, and then for the next week maybe only 1. So if I do it in small batches, then I can control it. So inside of this are dried herbs, which help promote strength in the hair strands and health in your scalp, and also health in the follicles of the hair. Now it is dried rose petals, rosemary, and dried lavender. So this is just some of the, this is what it looks like. So that's what I have here. And I put that in first because I'm going to pour the oils on top that's going to be incorporated in this. And these herbs, I'm using the dry so that they will just last. I don't have to worry about rot or anything like that if they were fresh. Now, I am going to add to this because I want the properties of each one to be absorbed in the oil. So I want it to always be there in the oil. Now, here I have some oils melted because, of course, they are a solid or semi-solid. And I'm just going to stir them up a little bit. I have, let's see, 3/4 cup of shea butter and 3/4 cup of coconut oil. So I just melted it. And then I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. Sorry. All right, and then I'm going to add to it olive oil. Olive oil is always good. And I'm using this one. I do have someone I made some oil for. I did not add the coconut oil because she's allergic to coconut. So I do not, ever want to give anything to someone who has allergies. So with this, I'm going to pour in, and it's not quite, but I'm going to make it, it's going to be 3/4 cup of the olive oil, but I just got to grab some more olive oil. I have a really large one, but I was not going to try and handle that on the camera. So I'll put this in my trash over here. Now, another olive oil. Always make sure that you have what you need nearby, or if you have little helpers. And I do, but he walked away. He had to do something for his dad. But I'm going to put 3/4 cup of olive oil to this, to what I've already melted with the shea butter and with the coconut oil. Then I'm going to give it a little turn. And I'm just going to wipe this off because I have to set it down. Now, if I was just at my kitchen counter, I'd just, set it in a little saucer. But I'm going to just set this down right here. And I'm going to set this over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the shea butter, the olive oil, and the coconut oil into the dried herbs. Now this is what it looks like so far. And I'm going to tell you, this little container I bought for $1 at the Dollar Tree. It has a lid that goes with it, and it's actually really convenient, and it's really nice. You can find a lot of deals at the Dollar Tree, honestly, and their products are really good. You know, just really, as usual, depends on what you want, they'll have it. Comes with this nice little lid, so I don't have to worry about it spilling. I don't have to worry about, you know, anything flying into it. You know, like if there's, because the weather is so crazy, I have seen bees out. I have seen mosquitoes out. So, you know, my kids run in and out the house. I don't want a bee, especially since I'm allergic to bees, but I don't want a bee to fly in or a mosquito. So there. It's not finished, so that's why it still looks like this. Just looks kind of ilky. And I know ilky is not a word, but I'm using it today. Now, I'm going to set this to the side because I'm going to add some more things to this. Now, avocado oil. Avocado oil is so good for you. Avocados themselves, one of the more beneficial fats for your entire body. But the oil is good for your hair and your skin. So I'm going to add half a cup of avocado oil to this. Okay. And then I'm going to get some flaxseed oil. Again, awesome, awesome for your body, for your skin, internally, for your hair. Like, it's just, I try and use things that are good for you. And then, you know, not only for your hair, but for your entire body. And all the things that I'm putting in here, they're really good for your hair, but also good for you. So I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of the flaxseed oil. Okay. So right now, I have 3/4 of liquid in here. The avocado oil and the flaxseed oil. Now, because I have another very large container of sunflower oil, I just usually pour it in this little one. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of sunflower oil. Okay. All right. And then grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil, you don't need a lot. In all honesty, I just use like a couple droppers. I gauge it by eye, but you just need maybe a teaspoon. Grapeseed oil is really good for you. Now, to this, you can also add hemp oil if you like, because that's super good for you. This one, I'm not going to do it unless, you know, a person really wants to speed up hair growth. That's what that's for. Now, I'm going to use vitamin E oil. Now, this one is 70,000 IUs, so it's very potent. I'm going to put a couple squirts in here. So 1, 2, literally 2 squirts. And I'm also going to use some jojoba oil. And I'm going to use some argan oil. Okay. Oh, I did that too tight. It popped right off. Okay. We'll try it this way. Okay. Push that through. I don't like to make messes, because then I gotta clean them up. Okay, there. Alright. I don't think I got it on there right, but I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh crap, I pulled it out again. This is gonna have to be off camera. Alright, so I'm going to set that where it will not spill, because that'll make a mess. Alright, now I have sea I'm sorry, yeah, sea buckthorn seed oil. Super good for your scalp, and it helps to stimulate and promote hair growth. 1 full dropper. Now see, that does have a little coloration to it, that sea buckthorn, but it's super good. And once it gets incorporated and mixed, you won't know. And I'm sorry, my face is itching. All right, and then coffee bean oil. Coffee bean stimulates your scalp to get the blood flowing for your hair. So it's going to also help promote hair growth. So that is 2 dropperfuls. Stop it. Right now. Sorry. Those were my dogs this time. All right, and then tamanu oil. Tamanu oil is very good for your hair. It's an all over hair oil tonic. So whatever needs to be done with your hair, this just takes over. And I'm going to do 7 squirts. And that is green, so it's going to look strange. Now, for me mixing this up, I am going to use a bamboo skewer and just mix and mix and mix. I want to get that reddish sea buckthorn, and I want to get that green tamanu mixed all the way through so that that coloration isn't noticeable. That means it's well incorporated together. See? All right. Now, to this, I'm going to pour this one. All right. And I'm just going to stick this right here because I am going to end up stirring this into this. So I'm going to just pour this through. And use this to try and make sure it's all in there. All right. Put that on my paper towel. And with this, I don't want it to drip anywhere. I'm just going to add it to the top of my head. Doesn't matter. I gotta shampoo my hair anyway. Then I'm going to just stir this up. Now with everything that's in here, it's going to sit. It needs to sit. I don't ever make it all the way to the top. As you see, it's like a little more than half. I never make it all the way to the top because I don't want an accident to happen. If you don't know, I have 3 large dogs. I have a 2-year-old pit bull, a 1-year-old African Borbell, and that would be what most people will call a South African Mastiff. And she's 1, and she's already bigger than the pit. And then I have a 7-year-old American Bulldog on the Johnson line, so she's large. So all of my dogs are large, and I don't want them to knock anything over. Like, they know where not to go, but if they're trying to go outside to play, to, use the bathroom or anything like that, I don't want them to knock over the table where I sit things to cure or to incorporate. Like, this would sit to incorporate. And I don't want any accidents. So I never make large quantities unless I'm making one big order that I have to get out. Like when I did the hand sanitizers, I should have made more because I sold out. Like, oh my goodness. I did it for 3 days, and each day I didn't have anything to come home with, and I had to make more, and I still have to make some more today. So that I can take some to work tomorrow. But I have everything incorporated. And I'm just going to slide my finger down here with a little twist of the bamboo skewer so that I can make sure I got it off. And again, whatever's left, put it on your scalp, put it on your hair, doesn't matter. I'm going to set this here and put the lid on because I need for this to set. Now, what I have for my coworker is already made. So this is just another batch because I needed more. Just in case I had another order, I'd be able to have it ready. Now, of course, things float. So because the rosemary is the lightest, it floats until it gets completely absorbed. It completely absorbs the oil. Then it'll start to sink. And then once I pour it, I just have to do a quick stir and then pour the oil into the containers that I'm going to take to my clients. But again, I got that container from Dollar Tree. It is awesome. I love it. I get a lot of little things like the containers that I got from, for the hand sanitizers I got from Dollar Tree. But I do a lot of things using some of their things because it's right down the street, it's very convenient, and it's inexpensive. And so if you're making your own things, there are some things you just have to maybe order from Amazon or go to, a different company to order certain supplies. But if it's just something for you and your family, try your Dollar Tree first. Dollar Tree has it, most likely. But that is it for the hair tutorial. Well, the hair oil tutorial. I want to thank you all so much for being a part of my YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed and this is your first viewing, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Because as soon as we get to 100 subscribers, one of my subscribers is winning a prize. They are going to win a product from Melissa's Magical Creations, and every single time I hit a new 100 subscribers, someone else is going to win a prize. And then as soon as I hit 1,000, then I'm going to have to think of something like extravagant once I hit 1,000 subscribers. I do know how we're going to do the first prize, but once we hit 1,000, it's going to be something amazing, like really and truly amazing. But I do again want to thank you so much for being a part of this. I want you to subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you have questions, if you want to see me do a video on something in particular, leave a comment. And also let your friends and your family know. Who knows? Something that I'm doing may hit home for them. But you have an absolute wonderful rest of your day. Be happy, make the right decisions, be blessed, and do the right thing.